Another one of my favorite poets, Yusef Komunyaka's facing it. So we're in week 7, Monday, and let's pull this up. Here we go. Uh, think of, again, we've been looking at different poems, different forms, styles. A lot of them, some are broken up into stanzas. A 2-line stanza is a couplet, a 3-line stanza is a tercet, 4-line stanza is a quatrain, 5-line stanza is a cinquain. This, we have one block, right? We have a strophe here, just a straight block, not following any distinct poetic form or pattern. It's doing, Komunyakaa is doing this for a reason, though. Think of the title, Facing It. Think of the it. Think of all the things the speaker of the poem, as the kids say, literally is facing physically. Think of psychologically, emotionally, metaphorically, philosophically. We're going to read a couple poems. Komunyaka's Facing It, Tate's the Lost Pilot, where a thing we always want to remember: the speaker of the poem is never the author, right? You never want to conflate the two. However, I'm going to argue in these poems, hell yeah, the speaker of the poem is the author. Tate's a Lost Pilot, Komunyaka's Facing It. We have some great resources as well here. Here's Komunyakaa reading Facing It.
This audio poem is a production of poetryfoundation.org.
Facing it. My black face fades, hiding inside the black granite. I said it wouldn't, damn it. No tears. I'm stone. I'm flesh. My clouded reflection eyes me like a bird of prey, the profile of night slanted against morning. I turn this way. The stone lets me go. I turn that way. I'm inside. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial again, depending on the light to make a difference. I go down to 58,022 names, half expecting to find my own, and letters like smoke. I touch the name Andrew Johnson. I see the booby trap's white flash, name shimmer on a woman's blouse, but when she walks away, the name's still on the wall. Breaststrokes flash, a red bird's wings cutting across my stare, the sky, a plane in the sky, a white vet's image floats closer to me. Then his pale eyes look through mine. I'm bewildered. He's lost his right arm inside the stone. In the black mirror, a woman's trying to erase names. No, she's brushing a boy's hair.
All right, that's Komunyakaa reading it there. There's, if you look on Poetry Foundation, there's a lot of great information about these little notes here. Andrew Johnson, a soldier from the poet's hometown. There's also a great poem guide on it if you're writing about Komunyaka's Facing It. Here's a great little essay. So you can incorporate this, walks through the poem in detail. Let's look at the poem. So Komunyakaa is a Vietnam veteran. The speaker of this poem is a Vietnam veteran who is visiting the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. And it's I think if you've ever been to the wall or know what it looks like, or have touched it or felt it or seen it, it really adds a layer to this poem. So we have facing it. The speaker is facing a wall. Well, let's look at it. My black face fades, hiding inside the black granite. So we know the speaker is African American. He's staring at the wall. I love this. There's an interplay in this poem of there and not there, being and presence and absence. Part of him's here, part of him's not here. It's fascinating whenever you look at something like a window, something that shows your reflection, but it's not a mirror. You're like partly there. So he's staring at his face, and he can see his reflection, but it's also hiding it. I said I wouldn't, damn it. No tears. I'm stone. I'm flesh. There's a stoic, he's a tough guy. He doesn't want to cry, but he sees himself tearing up there. I'm stone. I'm flesh. There's again that dichotomy. My clouded reflection eyes me like a bird of prey, like his reflection's watching him. The profile of night slanted against morning, darkness and light. All this interplay, there, not there, darkness and light, stone, I'm flesh. I turn this way, the stone lets me go. So it's like he was trapped staring in the stone here. There's something about him trapped. When we throw around the terms trauma, PTSD, think of what the Vietnam veteran is experiencing here. He's here. He made it, right? He's back, but a part of him is left there. A part of him probably died. He saw his friends die. All this stuff. I turn this way, the stone lets me go. I turn that way. I'm inside the Vietnam Veterans Memorial again, depending on the light to make a difference. So we have the light here. The memorial, it's described almost how the speaker is inside, outside, there, not there, looking at his reflection. It's almost like a labyrinth, right? And I think it's helpful if you see pictures of it. It's this just straight wall with these names on it. And people touch the names. They rub the names with pencil and paper. They mark the names. They touch into the groove. And you see it, the walls turns, right? So it's important to know what the wall looks like if you've been there. I love this moment in the poem. I go down the 58,022 names, half expecting to find my own in letters like smoke. I love that the speaker says 58,022. Why does he say that? It's not it doesn't roll off the tongue poetically, right? It doesn't. I go down to thousands of names, all the names, the many names. 50, it makes you, as readers, if we read it out loud, it makes us pause because it doesn't roll off 58,022. That lets you know the exact names. He's half expecting to find my own in letters like smoke. Like he's expecting to see his name on the wall, although he's here. Again, the presence and absence, part of him died over there. He sees his friend. I touch the name Andrew Johnson. I see the booby trap's white flash. So he touches the name, Andrew Johnson. And I love, again, how it says Andrew Johnson. Not Johnson, not Andrew, not private, it's Andrew Johnson. And he touches his name with the finger, and he's transported. I see the booby trap's white flash. He's immediately back there to the moment where his friend dies, right? And again, there's this juxtaposition of images. Names shimmer on a woman's blouse, but when she walks away, the names stay on the wall. All these floating names, they're there and not there. I think of what the names on the wall mean. Brush strokes flash, a red bird's wings cutting across my stare. The sky, a plane in the sky. A white vet's image floats closer to me. Then his pale eyes look through mine. I'm constantly fascinated. We have my black face fades, and then we have a white vet's image floats. And I'm fascinated with the interplay, the confluence of race in this poem. Why? Why is it not just my face fades? A vet's image. There is a specific reason the speaker Komunyakaa uses these adjectives. My black face, a white vet's. And why do you think so? Think of during the Vietnam and now the hostilities in the States, blacks and whites. Is there a leveling when a person, and again, I'm not a veteran. If you're a veteran, you could speak to this more than I. A lot of friends and family have served. Is there something perhaps when you're over there and you're in a platoon together and You might not believe in the grand cause, but you're fighting just to keep your friends, loved ones, your platoon members alive. Do a lot of, you have to work together. A lot of the supposed differences go out the door, and you have to get along, or it can mean someone's life. Even with that, though, a white vet's image floats closer to me, floats like a ghost, a specter. But there's a recognition. Even though they don't talk, they don't even acknowledge one another really. Then his pale eyes look through mine. There's a recognition of this, I'm African American. There's a solid, seemingly a distant solidarity perhaps. Then his pale eyes float through mine. I'm a window. I'm fascinated with that description. I'm a window. Think of reflection there, not there. He's lost his right arm inside the stone. Kind of like he's disappearing, although he hasn't. In the black mirror, now the wall's called a black mirror. A woman's trying to erase names. No, she's brushing a boy's hair. I love this ending. And a lot of times when I teach these war poems or war literature, it frustrates kind of cliched traditional notions of Hollywood. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, but think of a lot of Hollywood war movies. It's the good guys against the bad. At the end, everything gets tied up. There's no resolution here at the end. There's no closure. I don't believe in closure. He goes to the wall, but it's not going to change. I mean, it does something for the speaker. What's he facing? The wall, all these thoughts, memories, emotional, psychological. At the end, though, in the black mirror, it's almost like he sees this woman, and he thinks she's erasing his names like Andrew Johnson or any other name, one of her relatives, erasing names. No, she's brushing a boy's hair. So we're brought back into the present here. Very powerful poem. Facing it, walks through. Think of the block. Is this kind of like a wall? Is this like a wall here that's not broken into stanzas? Look at the images, and let's hear Komunyakaa one more time, and then that'll be that.
This audio poem is a production of poetryfoundation.org.
Facing it. My black face fades, hiding inside the black granite. I said it wouldn't, damn it. No tears. I'm stone. I'm flesh. My clouded reflection eyes me like a bird of prey, the profile of night slanted against morning. I turn this way. The stone lets me go. I turn that way. I'm inside the Vietnam Veterans Memorial again, depending on the light to make a difference. I go down to 58,022 names, half expecting to find my own, and letters like smoke. I touch the name Andrew Johnson. I see the booby trap's white flash, name shimmer on a woman's blouse, but when she walks away, the name's still on the wall. Breaststrokes flash, a red bird's wings cutting across my stare, the sky, a plane in the sky. A white vet's image floats closer to me. Then his pale eyes look through mine. I'm a window. He's lost his right arm inside the stone. In the black mirror, a woman's trying to erase names. No, she's brushing a boy's hair.